is working, if you can hear me. Well, hopefully you guys can. Because you have no idea what I've done to be in life. Okay, like, thank you to right now. I am too stressed to be nervous. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my first official live stream. Hopefully, this is good. Okay, now for my hands here. Now, thank you for joining me, and well, no one is here. Well, I just have to do it anyways. Mm, so, on today's topic, I want to talk on this blue therapy. I won't be reacting per se. That will be maybe later. Okay, drop a comment if you want me to talk on it, react on it. But I just want to, for the sake of topic. Now I know before you guys start streaming, okay, before you start streaming, I know some people have said that it's fake. Alright. And if it's fake, you guys really fucks with my emotions. Okay? Well done. Be that as it may, if it's fake, all these things happened, okay? All these things, they are real life topic, like they do happen practically. And if it was fake, man, that's a good job. Well done. Okay? Even Paul with his mannerism, his facials, the way he nailed his asshole 101, damn, they were good. So for that, for creativity, for doing well research, a good research, then kudos for that. That's that's a an 8 for me. So let me go into the topic, okay? Um, so today I'll be talking on how to keep a man, how to get a man and keep him, because there's one thing to get a man's attention. There's another thing. There's another thing to like keep it. Alright? Not everyone can keep a man's attention. Some people can get it, but not necessarily keep it. And it doesn't just have to settle to man. Some people can get um favor from the universe. They can attract abundance, maybe because they are vibrating towards it, but might not necessarily know how to keep it. And not necessarily might not have been indoctrinated enough, well enough to ground themselves, not to, get fizzled or shaken by whatever they're saying. Okay, yeah. So that's it. And ladies, with this thing you saw, you could see, oh, but from the therapy, that Paul is an asshole, and for someone who really is just glamorized him, because for some reason he found it so hard to say what he was doing, because um well dressed and all, like he fakes it, like he's all about the image. Like most of the times men are usually all about the image, all about the visuals, except especially those who are like who take it far, they have to impress with their looks. They take it extremely that far, they take it that far. So the truth is, men, some more, they are more logical, and well, not necessarily logical, but when it comes to logic, they always dissect. Whenever they bring something, they dissect it, and they don't get away by what he was doing. But he was intentionally gaslighting, and that's what happens when you're with a narcissist. Like, sure, he knows she's hot. Sure, he knows that she's a queen in her own right, okay? But when Don Paul, he represented Yoruba demons, like he's classic example of Yoruba demon. But this time around is a relationship. Now, so when I say how to get a man and keep him, I mean good intentions, okay, men with good intentions. Because at the end of the day, you need to understand that it's not as a woman who has grown into your own, especially when you have discovered your power, you attract men, especially if you're a feminine woman, okay? You don't have to be feminine woman because a lot of times people confuse total submission as a sign of femininity. No, they are dark side of feminine. They are your dark aspect. They are your dark feminine aspects. Okay, and you also have some positive light ones. Okay, and you have to learn how to balance it because in order for you to survive, in order for you to survive in this world as of now, you need to learn how to balance it. If not, you will drown yourself, you will deny your true aspect, and sometimes you will be so stuck to an ideal of you that you will lose the whole essence of everything, the whole lesson, the whole purpose. That's why sometimes, in fact, most of the time, it's advisable that as a lady, before you decide to settle down, go out, test the water, learn what it is to be wanted by men, learn what it is to hold your attention. Even if you get heartbroken, it's okay, learn from it because at the end of the day, I mean, once you survive from it and all, you realize that because you will at the end of the day, it's just feelings, right? So sometimes we think it's just love, but a lot of times what we have is infatuation, really. And sometimes it comes from sometimes, especially when you love someone to the point that is not rational. Okay, there's no reason to love like someone like Chioma now. Sure, the guy, he's eye catchy. Okay, he looks quite yummy. All right, if I might say myself. Um, but she's a pretty girl. I mean, this is the kind of guy you wait you like typical high school crush. The bad boys. You do what you want to do with them. You explore you experiment, you explore, you leave. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this guy got this girl feeling so insecure, and this is what happens. Okay, you keeping someone doesn't mean the person is taking you up there. Alright, she's a pretty girl, well articulated, well mannered. And this is the thing, once you get the guy that is wrong for you, okay, you will always apologize for his excesses. Alright? And the fact that he talks down on her, because I don't know what his credibility is, his pedigree is, because for some reason he picked an offense in it. But for someone who sees himself so highly, because a lot of men think they're high value men, alright? A lot of men think they're high value men, and just because a man is high earning does not necessarily make him a high value man. What makes a man a high value man is his integrity, his ability to provide, his willingness to want to provide, his willingness to want to protect, his willingness to work on himself to be a man, take things as a man, and yeah, sometimes you're going to always get the bitter truth, and that's what your feminine aspect comes. Now, I'm not saying you control anybody. In fact, the last thing you can ever do is to control someone because a lot of people clicked on this video because they saw how to get a man and keep a man. Yeah. That might I might disappoint you a little because not every man are deserving of your time anyways, and you can't control a grown man. All you have to do is, as a woman, we have power. Our power is in influencing, okay? And you influence something that is willing to yield. You influence something you can as a real seductress, okay? You become a fully seductress if you're an egomaniac, you don't even know what you're going for, you decide to enslave or you decide to enslave yourself to your emotions, that makes you a non-worthy seductress, okay? Because at the end of the day, this is the thing, you're supposed to pick your prey, your target, and understand him, know him, it depends, because at the end of the day, what you want is the life, okay? And you want the commitment. Okay, you can't lead by expectation. Expectations was for high school, expectation was for secondary school, expectation was for uni days, expectation was for your early teens to your mid 20s. Now is what you want. All the lessons you have gathered from your failed relationship, all the lessons you have gathered from your early life when you were still whole phasing, all the experience and lessons you have gathered from you being a nice girl and it not paying, now gather all of them, because in the act of alchemy you transform lead to gold, and it's a gradual process. When it's transforming, it turns to silver, it turns to bronze, it turns to silver, it turns to, you know, so gold. It takes patience. Okay, so you have to learn all these things we are for your benefit, because a lot of times we benefit from this. Okay, we benefit from all this chaos, we benefit from all this betrayal and all. So instead of her, instead of her going ahead and falling for, just the package, as a woman, you have to understand all these things, that this is because the way he was talking down to her, the guy is clearly intelligent. You could see he's highly insecure because obviously she's pretty. Okay, and he's like rigging of all this alpha, fake alpha males, and all this is what in the jungle in animal kingdom. Okay, and if men really understand the concept of alpha male, they really would drop it, because alpha male in the animal kingdom, they are always feared, and they don't walk along with the group of the packs. They are loners, and you're smart enough not to give them your heart or to give them your trust, because at the end of the day they're not to be trusted, because them being isolated has kind of twisted their mind. So that means even those alpha men, you don't even fuck with them. And you know, you need an alpha male, ladies, especially this generation, the women in this generation. I mean, our parents can afford it, but not our generation. You need to be smarter than this. Okay, at the end of the day, you have the power, but your power will not come by you just giving giving into your whims, your emotions, your infatuations. I mean, you can dabble in it, but once you realize it's not working for you, you move out. And how to keep a man is not apologizing for his excess, because of the reason why I titled this video like this is because Chioma is clearly a catch. But is she keeping this man? She's a good girl. She's a threat because she's pretty, she's hot, she's successful, she's an influencer. Okay, and that's why he's rigging off insecurity, because he really cannot give her what she wants. It's the facade before, and you have to realize, once you're entering into any form of relationship, be it business, be it platonic, be it romantic relationship, people give you a representation of themselves. I said it in my previous video. They give you a representation of themselves. Why? Because they want something from you. Why? Because we are human beings. And subconsciously or consciously, we know that people test you, check you to see your boundaries, or to see what they can get from you. Either ways, whatever they shall want to get something from you, and it's better for you, for them to come as peaceful as possible to get in your trust. You do it too. If you're honest, I do it too. So yeah, that was why it was Honey Face. Honey Face, she was love bombed, and she's pretty, she's hot. Every guy knows she's a catch. But this is the thing with all these fake alpha males, all these red pill guys, what they digest and all, and their thought process is that they kind of gaslight you into thinking you're in shit. So you keep on muling yourself, reducing yourself, and you can see this girl is clearly smart. She's just loving. It's okay. Hopefully she learns from this. Okay? So just because you're pretty, just because you're successful, just because you're intelligent, just because you're a good man, but just because you're a good girl, in fact, because you're a good girl, they might try you, they might test you. That is your body most. My Jesus. Chioma. Chioma. Nah, you better run for the hills. Cause run, because you're clearly not benefiting anything from this relationship. You're not even getting the D. So why are you stuck? To the D, girl. You make the guy look at a pretty guy, and this is what happens when you're with the wrong guy, okay? With a man who do not appreciate you or value you for who you are, you might just be a trophy just because, and sometimes because you have all those benefits yourself, all you might just be is a trophy to him. So the best bet is always take yourself out of any situationship. In fact, rebuke every form of situationship in your life. Look at how he got her looking so crazy. Like, at the end of the time, like, you know what the social media does now? They kind of screen grab you, shouting out, like, look at her, they just screen grab her, shouting, why don't you want to fuck me? Like, as if she's this sex, oh, she's this sex deprived girl, although she's a little bit denied, but you know what I mean? Like, they had a whole long conversation. That's why you need to watch it and not learn from your own self. So, ladies, you keep a man by not being his mama. Okay? And first of all, before I say this, you can't keep a man who doesn't want to be kept. First of all. Okay? You can't keep a man who doesn't want to be kept. So, in order for you to keep him, first of all, he should be interested. Two can work unless they agree. Okay? And he should put major efforts into chasing you. He has to, because you're the prize. I don't like saying like we're one prize. No, trophies always kept, those they always have, but then you're still the prize. Because whether you like it or not, you are with the full information, you know how men will think. And you will like being chased. You love it. That's why you want him to actively be there for you. Okay, so everything in this third wave feminism doesn't have to, feminists work, I always mistaken it too, don't have to be all about you feeling inferior, feeling like everything that's been associated to femininity, emotions, tenderness, luxury is weakness. It's not. It's your strength, your gift as a woman. Accept it. So yeah, a man should be willing to be kept. Okay, she wants it. She should actively chase you. And don't always call a man out. Sometimes men test you. Unless he's a narcissist, and it depends on the kind of narcissism. I'll go do my research on narcissism so I can talk largely on it. But a lot of people don't know they're narcissists. But he knows he's a gaslighter. And he knows what he's doing. To make her confused, always deflect from the subject and, making her look like she's asking for more. And you see, you don't want this, you don't want the guy to give you crazy. So make sure you're not his mama, make sure you're not his meal. Chioma can never be anyone's meal. But she's a baby girl in love. But she will learn from this. Hopefully she lives. Okay? So yeah, that's all it takes to give a man, girl, because you want to keep it right from it. Because at the end of the day, you don't follow the man your heart is beating for. You follow the man who has earned your time and who is willing to protect, provide, be a man, work on himself, be a role model to your kids. I believe not everyone want marriage, but I want to believe should something come out of that and you decide not to want to abort, except is your choice, is also your choice. I'm pro-choice. Or be that as it may, you want a masculine figure, except you're into feminine women. Because honestly, I'd rather be with a masculine woman than to be with a feminine man. Really. I mean, you have a little touch of femininity, it's sexy, a little, a sprinkle, sprinkle because we all have it. Maybe when it comes with your intuition, your creativity, those aspects. Yes. Yeah. But it should be masculine. Okay? And remember, you're the prize. Bye.